Since I did my Toyota video, I've been really packing it on.
I just have to
Yeah. Maybe you could sit on a book or something.
No, I'm good. I'll just have to stand like this. Okay, hey, welcome back to GCM Garage for another rig review. Sang's back again. Thanks for coming back, Sang.
Thank you.
We're getting used to having you around now, so we appreciate that.
It's my second home here, by the way.
Yeah, it's my first home. Chris doesn't know that, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're back with another rig review. We've got the D90 RC four-wheel drive Galant here with us, and we're going to do a rig review. So, quite a nice piece. I think you just finished it. It's, as we say, hot off the press. It's still kind of wet in some corners, and we're still working on it. But Sang, you thought you'd bring it by and have a quick look, and we'll sort of break it down and see what makes this tick. So. Tell us how you got it and tell us a little bit about it.
So, mentioned that last video we did with the Trail Finder 2. A buddy of mine, he bought this kit and he did about just barely start it and never finished it. And I asked him, hey, you still have any scalar stuff? And he mentioned about this, and I picked it up at a reasonably price.
Okay.
And it was perfect because it wasn't completely finished, but it was, so all the mechanicals all pretty much done, like the chassis part, so which allows me to paint the body. The body was just primed, so it gives me an option of painting different color. And I think last time I mentioned that I was going to go for either kind of like a beige African theme or blue, whatever.
Like a safari or what have you, yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Now, I think the last time we saw it, you're right, because for those following us, last time we saw it, it was in primer, and you were just, as you said, just kind of getting it ready. And so, did it take a long time? And you know, and so sort of go through what steps you took to get it to this point.
Yes. So the body always takes a long time. It's something you don't want to be in a rush to do it. So there's a lot of masking, like taping, you know, the areas you don't want to paint, and then peel it off and paint another area. Of course, there's probably about 4 or 5 coats of primer in between. And good thing the primer from Tamiya dries up very fast. So you could literally apply a primer on it, 1 coat, and then wait for maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Lightly sanded, wet sanded.
Wow.
Let it dry for maybe half an hour, and then another. You can actually do probably 5-6 coats in the same day easily.
Okay.
And then
so it's a Tamiya color, right?
It's a Tamiya primer, yes.
Okay.
And all this is Tamiya color.
Okay.
I should have brought the can here, but the beige. That's actually Tamiya calls it a dark yellow.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's more like a beige, but it's a dark yellow. TS3, I believe, or TS20. Anyway, it's a dark yellow. And it's supposed to be glossy, but it's a good thing for some reason it didn't turn out glossy, which is fine.
Oh, it's really nice though. It's got that kind of matte finish that you see in those, as you said, sort of the safari or African sort of plains where they're trucking along. It really has that look and feel to it. Now, this stock version, this isn't stock. This has got a lot of upgrades, and I think one of them is obviously you still have a little bit of work to do. We've got this nice sort of roof rack that you're going to mount, but maybe go through some of the details. I'll take this off so it doesn't fall, but maybe go through some of the details around the 4 corners as to what are some of the add-ons that go onto this.
Absolutely, yes. So a lot of things on the body you see here does not come with the basic kit. Most of the accessories you see here, it's all upgraded, and most of them, actually all of them, are from RC4wd.
Okay.
Except the spare rims, which we'll go over, which is GCM spare tires that I put on.
Right. That's that GCM 5 slot.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice piece. So first thing I notice is this massive front bumper up here. That's a really nice sort of add-on. So that isn't the stock one. I think, is this the stock one?
That's the stock one, yeah.
Wow, look at that. So this is stock in relation to something like this. So what a nice upgrade, eh? Really sort of scales it out as we like to do here at GCM. Super scale, and I think Sang has really pulled it off today.
Yeah, so I was fortunate that I got a good deal with that bumper on. I mean, it looks very scale, and it's very functional too, because if you're taking this trail and you hit something or you rolled over,
Sure.
it probably protects a big chunk of the front end, the paint job,
of course,
as you know, right?
of course.
It's like you roll at one new job, you're like screaming, you're like, oh no.
Yeah.
But this here is like, it probably protects a good chunk of the front.
And so, and then all of this, these pieces here, these are add-ons, or does it come with the kit?
These are add-on as well. They're heavy-duty steel as well.
Okay.
And they're add-on.
Okay, we got the snorkel up here, I see.
Yes.
That's quite nice. And that's, again, is that RC four-wheel drive?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, very nice.
That's the snorkel's a universal one, so you could put it on pretty much any truck from any scale truck will do.
Right. And, okay, so moving on. These tires look quite aggressive. And this rim combination, stock or not stock?
These are not stock. The one stock is on your left.
Okay, so this would be stock and stock rim too?
That's stock tires and rim.
Okay.
They're metal beadlocks.
And then you've gone to something like this, which is a little bit more in tune with the real vehicle, I would think, right?
Yes.
And obviously, if you can see that the lug pattern here is quite aggressive in relation to that. So your trail work will be a little bit better, and you'll have a little bit more fun out on the trail with these guys, I would imagine.
Yeah, I just want to see the writing. So these tires are 1.9 RC4wd.
Okay.
They're called Trail Buster.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice piece. So you've also done some interior work. I think I see there's a lady driver and a dog and so on. So what have you done special in the interior? If you guys can see that, he's got a figurine. Looks like a girl. She doesn't look very happy in there, but she looks determined.
Yeah. I don't know. I was at a comic store a couple of years ago, and I just want to find some action hero or any character that would probably fit.
Okay.
And I bought a couple of characters, and she's never been used before. Put it in the vehicle.
Okay.
And surprisingly, I didn't have to amputate or anything.
No, you didn't have to cut it off at the knees like
Yeah.
oftentimes we do.
Yeah, because it's a deep interior, so you have the legs there and the right proportion and everything in there.
Okay.
And so she sits in there, and actually her arms reach the steering wheel like a real person.
Okay.
And the interior, I've did a couple of minor things. I looked at the real D90. This is probably about early 1990s to mid 1990s, or they haven't changed much. These Land Rover, like Jeeps, right? They
Right.
keep pretty much the same style, so
Right.
it's hard to tell exactly what year.
Okay.
But I looked at around that time frame and look at the same color exterior, and with that, what color interior.
Yep.
And most of them I've seen it's a dark gray interior with black or very dark black, very dark gray dash itself.
So again, going back to scale, you're looking
Exactly.
at the real thing, as we do a lot here in GCM, is find the real vehicle and then try to scale it out as best as we can. There's something special again, which Sang has done, and I don't know if you can see that, but that look and feel. This is a double-sided sort of felt black material, and where have you put that? You've done.
Yes.
What have you done with this?
So this is you get at the craft store.
Okay.
And local, I got at Walmart.
Yeah.
And really cheap, and comes with a few different colors like white, red, green, all in one package.
Okay.
So what I did was I want to add a little more texture to interior, because interior is hard plastic.
Sure.
So I bought that sheet
Okay.
and lined it up, trim it, cut it,
Yep.
so that the interior has carpet.
Amazing.
It's black carpet
Amazing.
for the floor.
And it looks so good. I mean, it's hard to really see, and I've just shown you this, but it's hard to see through the camera. But in person, this is just ideal for those scalers out there that want what Sang has done, is put a little bit of carpet and just add that nice texture, that nice feel to the interiors. And you know, as you add these little things to these vehicles, as Sang has done here, they really start to come to life. So excellent work. Really looks nice. Really nice piece.
It's just too bad you have to look at interior to actually see
Yeah,
it.
you really can't see it here, but you know, Sang has put it all together.
But trust me, it's in there. I spent the time.
Yeah. So I think we discussed that you may take all summer to this, but you know, you sort of really went at it, right? Like, how long did it take you to get to the point where we saw it in our last video? And we'll link that up if you haven't seen our last video.
Yeah.
But so, what kind of time and energy was spent on this?
It's probably more than what I'm thinking I spent. Whatever I'm thinking is probably double amount of time.
It usually is.
Yeah, I'm guessing like actual labor in this body probably 7 to 8 hours.
Okay.
But like I said, it's probably more than that.
Right.
And that's including everything from preparing the body, lightly sanded, primer, and
Sure.
yeah, and even going to the store, pick up the paint, and
Sure, of
and
course.
just kind of sit down, because you don't want to just sit there and just slap paint on. You want to do a little bit of research, go online, and see what does it look like, the real truck, and then you're trying to mimic that as close as possible, because we're all about scale, right?
Of course,
And,
absolutely.
like my goal is to take this to a nice wooded area or somewhere where you can actually take a picture of it in nature
And sort of question whether it's the
Exactly.
real thing or not, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So you've got a, is this a functional winch in the
It
front?
is.
Okay, and a nice little hook that's there, and so that's a nice piece right there, and it's a functional winch. And then you've got this nice logo or decal. Did that come with the kit, or is that something that's above and beyond?
That's above and beyond
Okay.
as well. All these sheets, I only put the 2 sheets at the bottom, but they have for the hood,
Okay.
for the grill,
Yeah.
and for the air vents. And
Okay.
I think that's just a little bit overdone in my opinion.
Okay, so keep it a little bit more simple. And,
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Very nice.
I mean, this body you could go, you could put tons of stuff on it, and then it's just, enough is enough, basically.
Sure.
And,
You only
and I
want to
think
go
I'll-
so far.
Exactly. And I'm still questioning whether I still want to put this thing on. We discussed about earlier how we should mount it on, and I'm
Yeah.
not, well, I like it, but, this is, I mean, the truck alone probably weighs about 8 or 9
Quite
pounds.
heavy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice heavy piece. It's got a really good feel, and for those, look at the suspension, right? And any upgrades to the suspension or what have you, or is that stock?
This is all stock suspension.
Okay.
It's, now it feels a little bit soft. It's a dual, dual rate to have soft spring towards the top and heavy at bottom, or vice versa.
Okay.
And you can actually adjust the collar. It's actually probably on loose right now, so that less tension.
Okay.
But yeah, it's quite loose. But then again, it's like the real truck. The real truck feels like
Sure.
that.
Sure. So we've got, what have we got in suspension? It's a 4-link either side.
Yes.
4-link, coil-overed springs, that kind of
Exactly.
thing, oil-filled spring, shocks, what have you. And all stock, really well done. Good ground clearance. Yeah, so why don't we take off the body and we'll talk about the electronics and sort of let's see the guts of the vehicle.
Sounds like a good idea. Yeah. So the body, the way the kit is, actually got the screws here. There are these hex screws.
Okay.
you call it, that would you have to screw in there, but it would be a pain to remove 4 screws each time to
Sure.
remove the battery.
Sure.
So what we did was we put these 4 screws in, but cut the end, so it just has a thread sticking out.
So it's like a pin almost.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
So this way here, we could actually take it out. Hopefully, we don't have to edit this video here, and hopefully it comes out easily.
Okay.
So kind of a little push out like this. Yeah, you're going to do that.
I'm good
side.
on my side.
Yeah, and then you kind of lift it up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look, it works well. You might not have to edit
There we
this
go.
part.
There we go.
And that comes out.
Okay, so let's look at the chassis.
Chassis, sure.
And let's talk about the electronics, what you've got in it, starting maybe with the ESC and the motor combination.
Absolutely. So this one here has a Tekin 45 heavy duty brush motor.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, it's under, maybe you cannot read there because it's all full of stuff underneath.
Yeah,
But it's a brush Tekin 45 turn.
nice motor.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
A little bit too slow because I'm a little bit more used to a faster speed.
sure.
But it's probably, like I said, more all about scale. You don't want to put something here and launch this off, a ramp or anything. Definitely, you don't want to do that.
Okay, we've got Tekin
FXR.
FXR, okay,
Yeah,
as a
so-
speed controller.
Yeah, to me, I find it's perfect for crawling.
Okay.
Because it has, you could set the drag brake on it.
Right,
It has reverse.
right,
And it's a good size as well. It's a very small, compact,
sure.
and it's very easy control, very very precise in my opinion, as opposed to a lower end brush speed controller.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what have we got for drivetrain? This is a is that RC4 drive T
Stock.
case?
Yeah,
all
this
stock.
is the transfer. Everything is stock here.
Transfer case is stock.
Yeah, I might depending how it goes, I might upgrade the drive shaft.
Okay.
This one here.
Yeah, are they plastic?
They're
They look plastic.
yeah,
they're plastic.
they're plastic, and the ends, of course, is metal.
Okay.
So I might go for all metal reinforced dry shaft
Sure.
stuff, like my
Sure.
Trailfinder 2 that you've seen probably previous episode.
Stock transmission.
Stock.
Stock transmission. Nice piece though. I mean, you know, when we look at the chassis, really nice out of the box, eh?
Exactly.
Really well done. You've got those are the Yoda axles that are now involved in with this kit, and they really sort of make it look nice. And then I like this steering arm here. There's, if you can see that, I'm not sure what does it say on it. Is it sort of a scale steering arm right here?
Yeah,
It's really nice.
yeah. I'm not. What does it say?
Super lift or what have you? Yeah,
Yeah. There's
yeah.
no. It looks like there's the rubber boot there. It looks like there's spring, but it's just for show. It's
Yeah.
not. Does like I said, all about scale.
Sure.
Most of the stuff you see on here, scale. It's all about the realistic factor.
And nice mud flaps. I think those are an upgrade too.
Exactly.
These kind of rubber mud flaps. Really, really good.
Yeah.
Nice. Really nice.
The stock one, it looks like it comes from a kid's toy. It's hard plastic
Right.
that you could bend a little bit.
Right.
And they look awful. This feels like the real mud flap.
Sure. Well, really nice piece, Sang. So, I mean, I know we talked about the roof rack. We want to sort of add this. Is there any other add-ons that you want to do? Perhaps some inlay in the front or what have you? Like, what do you want to do with this? What's the next step?
So hopefully today, with so we're in the garage here. We're kind of spoiled here. You can't see around, but there's loads of parts and tools and
yeah,
stuff
it's a great
here.
place to work.
Exactly. So I might be here till pretty late. What I want to do is add some warm kind of headlights.
Okay,
like the
warm
real
white.
truck.
Yeah,
Warm whites.
yeah. So you're gonna add a nice light kit, and again, when we talked about the scale light kit, we want to add some nice lights here and so on. So you're gonna put all kind of LEDs eventually on it.
Yeah, I don't want to overdo it, but definitely the front light for sure.
Okay.
And if you can see here, there's two rectangular slot here, this
Oh, yeah.
heavy duty bumper.
Yep.
I want to put lights in there.
Okay. Cool.
Whether
Cool.
it's called fog light, driving light, whatever it is.
Right.
I want to put lights there.
Sure.
And maybe the rear end, the light to have like lit up as well.
Sure.
And maybe one of your video, they light up the dash. It kind of gives me that idea.
Yeah, you could light up the
Because-
dash and so on and so forth. It's got a nice little kit, as we've talked about the interior, but there is you know, sort of a gauge cluster there that you could probably light up, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, that's just down the road.
Down the road, right?
Yeah.
Well, so are you gonna bash it? Are you gonna trail it? Or are you gonna rock it? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, so this here, like I said, I spent too much time and effort in this. I definitely don't want to do some heavy duty rock climbing or bash it, whatever, to run the hell out of it. So I'm gonna just have a nice trail run and mild, small or rock climbing
Sure,
to
sure.
itself,
More of a scale kind of thing.
Exactly,
as we
yeah.
like to do here at GCM. It's funny, you know, when we build these and we get to the point where we've put so much time and effort, I mean, you know, yeah, we'd like to go out there and bash the crap out of them, but you know, when we invest the time, the finances, and so on and so forth, you kind of want to appreciate it in its element and not necessarily sit there and jump them off ramps or jumps or rocks or tip their...
I mean, there's cars made for that, those ready to
Sure.
run, brushless. That's what they're made for. This here is just the opposite. This one would probably spend more time in the shelf, to be honest, than on the trails. But, it's nice to go out and with a few buddies and just take it out, show off, what you have, and run it for a couple of hours. And so this is what it's designed for. Just
Perfect.
Just that purpose.
Well, Sang, I want to thank you again for bringing the vehicle. It's an incredible piece. Again, we're talking about a D90 from RC4wd, the Galant. Really well done, Sang. Really looks the part. And yeah, so thanks again, guys. Thanks. Please comment. Please like, subscribe. Again, this is what we're doing this for you guys. We're really enjoying it here, and we really enjoy your comments. So again, thanks, Sang, and
Thank you.
here we go. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.